Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coulsdon Sixth Form College. It's wonderful to be with you here this morning, and we're just sorry that we can't be with you in person. But hopefully this morning we're meeting with you in the best way possible. We're going to be doing that virtually, and over the course of the next 45 minutes, we're going to introduce you to the college, to the tutors. You'll learn all about the courses, and you'll discover why Coulsdon Sixth Form College is the great place for you to study from next September. So today is all about helping you to answer your questions, and we'd really love to hear from anybody who wants to ask us a question this morning. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can do this. Firstly, you do have a Q&A function in your taskbar at the bottom of your screen. And we'd really like to encourage any of you that want to ask a question to type that question into that bar, and we will then put that question to the relevant tutor on your behalf. We also, following this initial session, are inviting you all to join us in separate breakout rooms where you can not only talk to the head of faculties who are with us right now, but you can also talk to the tutors who are responsible for the various different subjects under the faculties. So I'm sure many of you have got lots of questions that you want to ask, and you'd like to meet with a lot of the tutors. So you have all been sent information in an interactive PDF brochure that will give you all the links that you need to go through and talk to the relevant departments following this initial introduction session. So without further ado, welcome, as I say, to Coulsdon Sixth Form College. What we're going to do next is go through a presentation where you will hear from all the heads of faculties. And as I say, do ask your questions as we go along. But first of all, very importantly, I'd like to invite the principal of Coulsdon Sixth Form College, Corinne Mitchell, to say a few words of welcome to everybody. Just get the IT to work. Here we go.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to Coulsdon Sixth Form College. My name is Corinne Mitchell, and I'm the Chief Executive. I'm delighted that you're considering studying with us, and so sorry that we are not currently able to invite you to look around our welcoming college and meet our staff face to face. However, you will get the chance to meet some of our talented staff online today. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about our college. We are proud of the quality and breadth of learning experiences that we provide. We want all of our students to experience a comprehensive and enriching sixth form education characterised by high academic standards, stimulating teaching, learning and extensive enrichment opportunities beyond the classroom. Visitors to the college are impressed by the positive, friendly and purposeful atmosphere that they experience here. This comes from the warm and respectful relationship amongst our staff and students, creating an inclusive learning community in which each person is valued and encouraged to achieve their full potential. We recognise the importance of choice and work with students to design a programme of study meeting individual aspirations. At Coulsdon Sixth Form College, we're committed to providing a well-balanced and challenging curriculum for all our students, who were able to choose from a wide range of A-level and vocational study to support specific interests and aspirations. Our skilled and enthusiastic staff are specialists in working with sixth form students and providing interesting, challenging and informative lessons in modern, well-resourced facilities. All of our students are supported in their studies by comprehensive tutorial and pastoral support and the opportunity to participate in a number of different extracurricular activities designed to be both enjoyable and to extend their skills and experiences. In addition, all our students access excellent advice and guidance to support them in their next steps into university employment. Coulsdon Sixth Form College is more than just a place to study. Your time with us will enable you to successfully make the transition between school and higher education, apprenticeships or employment. Even more importantly, it'll broaden your horizons and extend your aspirations. It'll provide you with the opportunity to develop new skills, make new friends and contribute to an ambitious, caring and vibrant community. We very much hope that you will choose to join us. Thank you.
Thanks very much. That was great to hear from Corinne Mitchell, the principal. And you can see in the background that we are here at the Coulsdon Sixth Form College this morning. We do have some great facilities. And coupled with that, why choose Coulsdon College? Well, we have superb results and a great destination. The campus here is huge, lots of green open space and some fantastic facilities. And you'll see a little bit more of those facilities if you stay with us on this webinar, because at the end we'll be giving you a virtual tour. A brilliant choice and combinations of subjects. And again, our heads of faculty in a very few moments will tell you all about their subjects and how you can combine them. We have specialist staff and support and a great range of extracurricular activities, fantastic facilities, and a very good Ofsted report in March 2018. So just to remind you all that please do put your questions to us this morning using the Q&A function, and I will put your questions to the subject teachers. And a reminder that following this, you can break out into separate virtual discussion rooms to discuss in more detail your subject choice. We're also hoping that at some point in the future we can invite you back in, and we will be announcing that as soon as the current restrictions are lifted and we're able to open up our college once again. So now, just to move on, I want to invite our heads of faculties to talk to you. And the first person that we're going to invite to do that this morning is Vicky Cheney, who's the Director of Student Support Services. Hi, Vicky.
Hi, thanks, Catherine, and welcome to Student Support Services. So, as Catherine said, I'm the Director of Student Support Services and also the designated safeguarding lead here at the college. So, the important information you need to know from my team is that there's so much more to come into college than the core teachings. That's only one part of being a student and one part of college life. Here at Coulsdon, we can provide you with a range of support and extra opportunities to help you achieve your goals and hopefully enjoy yourself a little bit along the way. So when you aren't actually studying or attending class, there are extra activities and opportunities for you to have fun, to get active, to make new friends, support your local community, or take part in something that will boost your CV. So we know that sometimes you might need extra support to keep on top of things and make the most of being at college. And we have a number of support teams that can help you. So we have a wellbeing and safeguarding support team, and that includes a safeguarding and wellbeing officer, counsellor, and mental health practitioner. They're on hand to support you with anything that might be troubling you, anything you're worried about, that might be impacting your ability to attend and enjoy your time at college. So we recognise that some students need extra financial support to help them attend, and our student services team can help you with details on how to access the college bursary. So this financial support is in place to help you with costs linked to attending college, which could be anything from a laptop loan or money for stationery to train fare for attending university open days in readiness for your UCAS application. So the other main support team is the Additional Learning Support or ALS team, and they work with students with additional learning needs. So this team has a range of specialist staff that includes a speech and language therapist, dyslexia tutor, autism tutor, plus a team of learning support practitioners that can provide you with support both in class and out of class in small groups or workshops. Some of you might have a statutory education, health and care plan, and if that is the case, then you'll receive targeted support to meet the outcomes identified in your plans. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about life as a student at Coulsdon and the support we can offer you, do visit our breakout room later on. Love to see you and chat about what we can offer. Thanks, Catherine.
Thanks very much, Vicky. I think the message there is that whatever your need is, Coulsdon Sixth Form College is there to support you, and there is really a course for everybody. So do not think that whatever your specialist need might be that the college can't support you. It's very much there to do that. So thanks very much for that, Vicky. And as Vicky says, she's available to give that one-to-one advice to anybody that might need it in the breakout sessions to follow. So moving on, I'd like to introduce you to Adrian. Adrian Price is the Head of Faculty for English and Humanities. So, hi Adrian.
Hello, good to see all of you. Right, in English and Humanities, as you can probably see from the slide, we cover a range of courses: English, History, Geography, Politics, Sociology, Spanish and Law. One of the main things you need to realise is that you're looking at a range of art subjects that actually will be wonderful on a CV, and also because we have mix and match here, we're often have students who are doing the sciences as well as the art subjects. All the staff have in-depth subject knowledge. Lessons should be interactive, in class and when we're online, and we invite a myriad of guest speakers, and we even had a Doctor Who scriptwriter with us as well. We had trips and visits and had arranged this year a trip to New York and Washington. In the past, we've run trips to China. The next slide. So why study English and humanities? Well, it develops deeper theoretical understanding of texts. You can understand society on a much deeper level, particularly as many of the courses give grades for social and historical context, background to things. And as you probably realise, it is a great basis for a university degree. You'll find a lot of these courses on the CVs of top people and high performers. So where can you go next? Well, we obviously encourage more people to go to university and broaden their subject knowledge and their skills. You can go straight into employment. A lot of good employers we try and match people up with have good training within those employment opportunities. And of course, we're encouraging more and more people to get into apprenticeships. Move on to the next slide, please.
Great, thank you very much. Great to have that update from you. I just wanted to stress that we do have with us this morning someone that is going to talk to you all about apprenticeships. And the other thing just to point out is that the Coulsdon Sixth Form College is part of the Croydon College Group. And within that group, we also have the University Centre Croydon. So there is actually the opportunity to be educated to degree level here in Croydon at the University Centre Croydon. And I think, Phil, I'm right in saying that many of the students from Coulsdon would progress naturally on into those courses through the Coulsdon experience. So thanks very much for that. Introduce you now to Philip Castile, Head of Faculty for Business, Travel and Hospitality. An interesting area there, Phil, so look forward to hearing from you. Hi.
Thanks, Catherine. Morning, everyone. So my name's Phil Castile and I'm Head of Faculty for Business, Travel and Hospitality. My area covers business studies, both BTEC and A-level, travel and tourism, hospitality, and we also run a cabin crew course as well. So why study business? Well, we offer a choice in terms of courses. We offer it at A-level or BTEC on a 1 A-level option or a 2 A-level option if you did want to study more business on your timetable. We cover a wide variety of business topics, including finance and marketing. Students really get to understand how industry works via guest speakers, including the likes of Facebook and Chaucer Insurance. We have active workshops where we run Dragon's Den events, where we get students into groups and they put together business ideas and pitch and present them. And then we've also got a variety of trips and visits running throughout the year that really cover both business and travel and tourism, down to Brighton, see how the tourism industry works. As I say, getting companies in like Facebook to deliver masterclasses to our students. Travel and hospitality. Alongside the travel and hospitality course, we've also got the NTFE cabin crew course, which is a foundation course for those students wishing to pursue a career in the airline industry. It develops your understanding of the travel and tourism and hospitality industry further. You get to learn industry standard software, a variety of guest speakers who are coming in constantly from the world of travel and tourism and also hospitality. And we have a lot of role playing going on within that area that allows students to develop their customer service skills in a productive environment. And also, again, there are a lot of trips going on there, including visits to airlines.
Great, thanks very much, Phil. Phil, I've got to ask you, right at this moment, there's not a lot of travel going on.
No.
So, what is the current situation? I understand that enrolments for this year, for right now, we're very strong. What's your view on that for people watching?
Yeah, enrolments went up considerably, really, on travel and hospitality this year. So that seems that students still do want to study and learn more about the courses when the industry does hopefully open up again and pick up. As a department, we're just looking at new ways, a new experience to offer students. We're currently looking into like a sign language course for students to develop sign language in terms of delivering customer service for students looking to work in hospitality as well.
Okay, that's really good to know. I mean, the point is, I guess, that this virus isn't going to be around forever, and
No.
hopefully sooner rather than later, the travel industry will reopen,
Yeah.
and there will be a growing need for that type of person. So great, lots there to consider. And just to let those watching know that we do have the tutor for travel, Donna, is going to be in, I believe, the breakout rooms later. So if you've got particular interest in this particular field, then please do stay on and join those breakout rooms as well. Okay, now we're going to move on to another very exciting area. Head of Faculty, Fiona, for Visual Arts, Performing Arts and Music. This is quite a specialism here at the college, I know. So Fiona, over to you.
Thank you, Catherine. I like to describe us as the pulse of the college. As Catherine said, I'm Fiona Brennan. I'm the head of the Creative Arts faculty. And I know better than most how important these open events are, because I too have children in year 11. And it has been an incredibly challenging year, and it continues to be a challenging year. But I want to reassure you that we'll be here to make that transition from school to college that much more easy. And I also want to convince you why you should come to Coulsdon Sixth Form College to study the creative arts. My faculty is a large and very lively faculty within the college. We offer a wide range of A-level and B.Tech courses. We have A-levels in graphics, in fine art and in photography, but also new this year, an A-level in fashion and textiles. Our B.Tech level 3 courses are in art and design, but we also do B.Tech level 3 in music performance, music technology and performing arts. We also offer 2 level 2 courses in performing arts and art and design. So depending on your GCSE scores, we'll be able to put together the programme for you. Our entry requirements for all our art courses do ask for you to have at least a grade 4 at GCSE or a BTEC level 2 merit. And for music and performing arts, we do ask you to do an audition, and you'll hear from my colleagues later a little bit more about the detail. We're able to build a full-time arts programme at the college for you, or you can combine any of our creative subjects with other subjects across the college. That's the wonderful thing about the Sixth Form College, is that you can combine an infinite choice of courses.
Sorry, Phil, I'm going to interrupt you. Can I ask everyone else on the panel to go on mute, please, if you're not talking, just so we can hear Fiona? So could the person who's just joined please unjoin? People who've just joined, could they unjoin, please? Julie, could we remove those people? Thank you.
This just proves we're live.
Yes.
And everybody's eager to come into these sessions.
Yeah, over to you, Fiona.
Thank you. So as I was saying, coming to a sixth form college does allow you many more courses to choose from and many combinations. You will benefit a great deal from the facilities. And I'm also sad that you can't come in today and see the wonderful artworks, the performances, meet the students. But I hope the virtual tours go part the way towards convincing you that we are a good place. So why study creative arts at Coulsdon College? Well, as I say, we have a wide range of courses, but we get to know our students really well. Our class sizes are such that we get to know you as an individual. We tailor our courses to your likes and your dislikes, and we personalise it and allow you to specialise. One of the things I'm very proud about being at the college is that our students do find their own voice, their own way. We don't clone the students to be exactly the same and like us. Everybody is an individual. Our facilities are amazing. We have, if we can go back to the previous slide, I spend much longer than that on each thing. We have great facilities. We have a fantastic dark room if you're applying for photography, where we can teach a whole class. We have 14 enlargers, but we also have a lot of digital photography technology as well. We have a fashion studio. We have general art and design studios. We have brilliant music recording and rehearsal rooms. We have a radio room. We have a dance studio with a sprung floor, and we have a 100-seater theatre. The facilities are fantastic. We have great open access Mac areas for you to come and use in your study periods. We have some really quite nice tech. We have specialist staff. The majority of our staff are part-time because they're practicing artists and performers in their own right. And you'll hear a little bit more about that later on. But they have great industry knowledge. We also bring in a lot of speakers from outside to give you up-to-date knowledge and some experience. We have a great link with IKEA, with whom we do a graphics project every year. You have plenty of opportunities to perform and exhibit in and outside of the college. We take you on trips and we take you to graduate shows, and our students are generally very, very happy with us. Our staff have got a good sense of humour. You really will be quite happy here and you will feel really valued. Next slide, please. We're brilliantly placed in Coulsdon to have fantastic connections to university, art courses, music schools, performing arts school courses all over the borough, into London, into Surrey, and quite far and wide. We've worked really hard to establish great links with these institutions, and many of our students go on further to Art Foundation or specialist degree courses in all of our subjects. We support you with those applications. We help you write your personal statements. We do mock interviews. We will do rehearsals for your auditions, and we will also do portfolio preparation with you. You'll get a great deal of support with those next steps. What I ask of you between now and when you join us is to work really hard, obviously, in your GCSEs, and make sure that you complete your coursework nice and early in case calculated grades are based on that again. But also mums and dads and people at home, really help your young people broaden their awareness of the subjects, of all subjects. Go onto the internet and look at virtual exhibitions, virtual performances. Try and get as broad a knowledge as possible, because that will stand you in good stead when you come to us. And I look forward to welcoming you here in August. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Fiona. Very comprehensive overview there, and a very welcoming message. And it's great to hear that there are all these creative subjects that you can do here at Coulsdon Sixth Form College. And that's really, really very exciting. I just wish some of those courses were around when I was at that age, because certainly it's fantastic to have that choice. Okay, we're going to move over to Vladimir Bolabola. Vlad is the Head of Faculty for Commuting, IT and Media. So welcome, Vlad.
Thank you. I am Vladimir Bolabola. I'm Head of Faculty for Computing, IT and Media. What can I say? Without computing, without IT and without media, we will not be sitting behind our desk today. No one will be able to hear about us. Without the media, interactive media, we will not know about the COVID-19 going around the world. We will not have the stats live on television. So if it's one place that you need to be, a faculty that you really need to be, is computing and media. So we have a variety of courses. We have computing, which is very much quite either focused onto the game development area or the cybersecurity, which is quite neat nowadays. We all heard about a lot of hackers trying to have access to the COVID vaccine in Oxford quite recently, and it's courtesy of ethical hackers that some of these things are prevented. We also have IT courses at level 2. Here you learn a little bit about website. Alongside that, we have media courses. Here we talk about how we're all represented into the media. And we all know that COVID-19 has been represented somehow onto the media, with everyone having their own views. But courtesy of computing, we can actually able to manage that throughout. And with interactive media, we can push some of these adverts to people, regardless of the business that they're doing. In terms of film studies, it's quite a courses where we actually do films for filmmakers. If you actually enjoy watching films, if you enjoy doing films, I think that course is for you. Next slide, please. Thank you. So I mentioned a little bit about what we do in IT. In fact, it's computing more than IT. So we have a lot of writing of algorithm. Everyone knows about, or we should not assume that we have plenty of artificial intelligence out there. This is something that we actually nurture here in our particular faculty. So we get students to understand how algorithm actually works with industry standards. So in terms of that, we use either Python, Unity to do games development, which is renowned across the world. Actually, we use also Visual Basic in terms of development. We also have a little tiny lab here at college. In fact, this is where I'm seated. It's right behind the screen, where students actually get to set up their own security issues and clone some particular password to see how it works in the real world. So we have the class-based, but at the same time, with the world where we're living now, we've all gone online, and our staff are quite acquainted with the online ways of doing things. In terms of media, which is the next slide, please. We have had a lot of our students who have applied for the East Side Apprenticeship. So you are not only a student here at Coulsdon College, but you have the opportunity to go to some of these training, and would have what is called the Media Award. So we have terms like the best director, the best film, and parents actually have the opportunity to attend. We have our IT and Mac suite, where we have many of us, our colleague actually, one of our technicians actually does help a lot of students in terms of editing, and we are quite friendly. Unlike into school, when you come here at Coulsdon College, teachers are quite open and receptive to any comment from students. Next slide, please. Oh, I didn't realize we were going to that one. I needed to mention something fairly quickly, Catherine, if you don't mind. Where our students are going, our students have actually progressed either into universities. In fact, we had one of our students who actually graduated last year. She went for University of Bath, and then she had a scholarship. We also have students that went onto apprenticeship with JP Morgan's, and that degree were actually fully paid for, and they study cybersecurity. So I look forward to welcoming you via either pathways or into August. Continue to work hard, and let's meet shortly via the breakout room. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Vlad. Just to reiterate that you are all a very friendly lot, definitely. It is a great, happy, friendly place to be, really supportive, and that is really coming across this morning. So thanks very much for that update. And you'll see in the virtual tour that we're going to show you at the end, the amazing facilities that there are at the college. It's a fantastic building, and it's a really exciting place to be. So we're going to move on to Jason. Jason, along with Renee, is a joint head of faculty for health, psychology, sport and public services, which sounds like quite a big subject to me. So Jason, over to you to explain that one to us all.
Hi, thank you, Catherine. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So my name is Jason Gentles, head of faculty for health, psychology, sport and public services. Obviously, in the current climate, health care needs, mental health and psychological needs are absolutely vital aspect, so there'll certainly be plenty of employment opportunities moving forwards in these unpredictable times. So we run level 2 and level 3 courses in health and social care, psychology, sport and public services, and we also run an A level in psychology, so there's plenty of options to participate in these subjects. So health and social care, we study units such as human lifespan development, working in health and social care and meeting individual needs. A lot of the teaching is in the classroom, but we try and get out into the workplace as much as possible. We have a work experience unit to get students out into the workplace to see if that's the right environment for them, to see whether that's the employment they want to go into at the end. Okay, so on psychology, as I said, we've run the A-level and a BTEC, so we've got plenty of options to study either of those. So a lot of that is just exploring the human mind, how the humans tick, looking at mental awareness. There's plenty of trips and visits from industry professionals who come in to speak to the students about the industry so they can get a good picture. Okay, so on sport and public services, both courses are quite similar in terms there's a big communication and leadership aspect, there's a big physical fitness aspect, and obviously on the public service courses, we're trying to encourage students to develop the skills to go into the uniformed public services. So into the Army, Police Force, Fire Service, for example. We have a number of students who have gone into the services, who come in to visit us to give a talk to the students, which is fantastic, particularly in the Police Force and the Fire Service and the Ambulance Service. So it's really relatable for the students to speak to our ex-students to find out exactly what it's like to be on the front line. So as I said, on both courses, sport and public services, there's a lot about learning about yourself. So self-discovery, learning about your skills, learning about what you're good at and how to improve the things you're not so good at. So it's big self-discovery, a lot of leadership skills will be developed.
Thanks, Jason. Can I just ask, and I guess it's a question that I could ask all of the faculty heads, but if you've been at school and you've been doing your GCSEs, you won't necessarily have had any experience in some of these subjects. Is that necessary? What level of maybe experience, whether that be formal or informal, do you need to have in your area?
Yeah, of course. So there's some subjects where there are requirements to have done a subject at GCSE. So for example, on our sport course, their exam unit is on anatomy and physiology. So we do ask for a good or a grade 4 in science. They need to have a background in science to be successful in that. But for our public services course, for example, students can come with any mix of GCSEs and they'll develop all the skills they need to learn on the course. So I think there's a mix depending on the subject.
Okay, and what would be the situation if you really did want to do this subject, but you didn't have that science qualification? Is there an opportunity to come in and just take that as an additional subject or to give you access into it? How would that work?
Of course, again, it's subject specific. So because of our mix and match program, there's so many options for students. So for example, the student was desperate to do A-level psychology. They didn't quite have the qualifications in the science to do that. Then we offer the BTEC psychology as an alternative. So yeah, the mix and match program, we can find something for the students to take their interest.
That's really, really important point then, just to reiterate to everyone that's watching this. Mix and match. You don't have to come in with exactly the right qualifications behind you. You can come in, talk to the admissions teams, talk to the tutors, and the college can work with you to put a mix and match program together that will put you on the right journey to take you to where you want to end up. Really important call, Paul. So thanks, Jason. That's great. And I know that you and your team are going to be in the breakout rooms and you can answer some more specific questions. Lovely. Okay, so we're now going to move on. We're going to now be talking to Ashoka. And Ashoka is Head of Faculty for Maths and Science. Hello, Ashoka.
Hi, thank you, Catherine. Hi, my name is Ashoka. I'm Head of Faculty for Maths, Science and Engineering. So welcome you all to the Faculty of Maths, Science and Engineering. In our faculty, we offer all the A-level sciences, maths and for A-level maths and further maths as well. And that's including biology, physics, chemistry, and maths and further maths. Also, we offer core mathematics as well. And also, we offer the BTEC courses, BTEC Medical Science Diploma and Applied Science Diploma and the Engineering BTEC. In the Medical Diploma, it's equivalent to 3 A-levels. It's a full program for a full-time student, and Applied Science is equal to 1 A-level. So like all the other heads have explained, you could find a program within our department, within our faculty for your subject, or you can do a mix and match in A-levels and BTEC in our area or within the college with science and art or science and business, if you like. So this engineering program, if I may say a few things about it, it's more subject specific. You will have lots of hands-on experience. You will build things, develop things, and it's more industry related kind of course. Whereas some students would like to go into engineering with just doing maths and physics, the normal traditional route as well. So, and also depending on your qualifications, like all the other heads have explained, your GCSE grades, you can find a suitable course for you in our department. Thank you. Next slide, please, Catherine. Right, so why study science and engineering or maths? Of course, you know, given like other heads have also spoken about, in the time that we are in, maths, science is a very important subject for all of us, where we learn lots about the new developments on COVID-19 and so on and so forth. Right, so when you also, if you're good at especially maths or science subjects, you could always take that into any pathway in the future. So that's one thing. Also, we've had students who would study performing arts and maths or sciences as well. So there's no specific subject that you have to do. And also, we offer guest speakers. In the past, we've had doctors, nurses, and engineers, industry qualified people coming to speak to our students to share their industry experience and the skills and qualifications you need to get to that position. And also we offer work experience, and we also take you to exciting trips and visits. We have in the past, we've done that. So given the COVID-19 situation, it's a challenging scenario at the moment, but we will be thinking about if there's any virtual work experience or visits that you can do to different sectors of the industry. And also we do exciting experiments in science and engineering, and where you will develop a lot of hands-on skills and your logical mind. So I hope you will, I'm not going to keep talking too much, and I hope you will come in and join us in our breakaway rooms to ask any more subject-specific questions. Thank you. I think, Catherine, you're on mute.
Thank you for that. Just going to remove the PowerPoint for a few seconds and just bring everyone back up onto the screen. And we do have some questions, which is great. So just to remind all of you that are watching, please do ask us questions. If you don't want to ask them in person in the breakout rooms, put them into the Q&A now. A few of these have been answered, but for the benefit of everybody else that's listening, I just want to pick up on a few of these points because I think they are relevant. Someone's asking whether we'll be taking you through the application process, and yes, we definitely will, so stick with us, and we're going to introduce you to Janae, who's in the admissions team, that's going to talk you through that. And just to remind you all of a couple of things. First of all, you are applying now for next September, so September 21, and we do encourage you to do that as soon as possible. That might seem an awful long way away, but the reality is that you need to apply sooner rather than later, because some of these courses will get filled very, very quickly. And by applying, you are literally just putting your place down and saying, I would like to consider coming to Coulsdon College. And that's just really the start of your journey. So we can give you a bit more information about that if you stick with us. Someone else is asking, how many subjects do students need to enrol to do a BTEC level 3? So for instance, some are equivalent to 2 A levels and others are equivalent to a 1A level. So do students need to do 3 A levels? I don't know who wants to answer that. Someone wants to give me a virtual wave or whatever. Fiona? Yeah.
Yes, of course. I think it's very important to go to the website and look at all of the particular entry requirements. But you are aiming to score at least 5 GCSEs really at grade 4 and above, and that will give you the widest choice of A levels and BTEC. So you can mix both. Remember, you can mix both. You can do some BTEC courses and some A levels. So there are different size BTECs, as Catherine's rightly said. Some are equivalent to 1 A level, some are equivalent to 2, and there are a couple of courses that are full-time, that are the equivalent of 3. We ask you to do the equivalent of 3 because that's what universities are asking for. So it's not always wise to spread yourself too thinly across 4 A levels, although that may be an opportunity for those of you scoring 8s and 9s for all of your GCSEs. We may allow you to do that. But to specialise and do extremely well in 3 is your best route.
Thank you very much. Vlad, did you want to come and add anything to that?
No, I think Fiona is actually spotless. There's nothing else to add on to that. But the best thing I would say here is best that actually students do ask those questions when they go into the breakout room, so they can have a bit of one-to-one. Thank you.
Really important, because we are really aware that this is difficult at the moment. You know, normally we would be talking to you face to face in the college, we'd be welcoming you in, and it's really disappointing we can't do that. So, you know, we do really want you to have that opportunity to be able to do that with us in just a few moments. So thanks very much for that. So just to stress again that the application form is online now. You can fill it in now, and that doesn't mean that you have to stick to the subject that you've put on that application form. It's just the start of a conversation that you can then open up and talk with the college and the heads of faculties in much more detail about what might be the right course for you come next September. And the last question was, could you pick a subject for A levels even if you didn't do it for your GCSEs? And we know the answer is yes, because we've covered that off. Certain subjects do require a bit more of an entry level in terms of a previous qualification, but some subjects, you know, particularly in Fiona's department, maybe where the creative side of things, you know, obviously you can't do a GCSE in photography as far as I know. You know, you obviously, as long as you have some experience and maybe a good portfolio, presumably Fiona, that could be having just taken some great pictures on your phone these days.
Well, ideally it is photography and graphics, textiles and fine art are all the same art syllabus. So the entry requirement for all of those A levels is a GCSE art and design.
Right.
Or design technology, resistant materials, graphic products, but an art and design based GCSE, I'm afraid, is the entry requirement. We are oversubscribed. We do have a waiting list for students with good portfolios who haven't done it at GCSE, but I can't guarantee there'll be a place in that instance, sadly.
Great. Okay, we're going to move on, and we're going to move on to the very important subject of apprenticeships, because you know, the news is that at Coulsdon College, as I have said earlier, Coulsdon is part of the Croydon College Group, and at Croydon we have a full apprenticeships team that also serves Coulsdon. So, you know, you might decide that you do not want to go into a fully academic route and that you want to go down the apprenticeship route, and a lot of people, particularly in the current climate, are doing that. So I'm going to introduce you to Gail McKay, who's from the apprenticeships team, to talk to you about a little bit more about this route. Hi, Gail. Do we have Gail with us? Okay. I can't hear Gail. I can't see Gail. Okay, not to worry. I'll tell you what, I'll talk you through this one. Let's go. And if Gail reappears, she can join in. So why an apprenticeship at Coulsdon College? Well, firstly, a little known fact perhaps, that the Croydon College Group, in partnership with Coulsdon, is the largest provider of apprenticeships in the South East, and you're able to cover over 170 industries in the apprenticeship department, and there are 1,500 job roles at any one time that you might want to consider. So there really is something for everyone, and the great thing about an apprenticeship is that you can earn while you learn. And that's really important for some people. And the other point is that, you know, apprenticeships are open to anyone from 16 years upwards. So at any age you can now look at doing an apprentice. You'll gain technical and functional knowledge. Now I think I can invite Lashanda, who has just joined us, who's also from the apprenticeships team. Hi, Lashanda. Can you hear us? You need to take yourself off mute.
It's Gail.
Oh, hi, Gail.
I've had to come through that link.
Right, lovely. Thanks, Gail. Right, I started you off.
Right.
We're on to talking about why an apprenticeship.
Okay. Why an apprenticeship? Really, because you can earn while you learn. Enables you to gain technical and functional knowledge and real practical experience required to do a job well. It's a training development programme tied to a job role, and you'll gain nationally recognised qualifications and receive professional on-the-job training. Next slide, please. The majority of your training will be delivered in the workplace, so you're a normal employee, except you will have a training course that allows you to have 20% away from your normal working environment, and this is usually covered by your college day or your day at college. Next slide, please. As an apprentice, you will work contracted hours, a contracted employee with full training, and you'll be working alongside experienced staff, enabling you to either start your career in your chosen field or to upskill within your existing profession. During your time with us, you'll also be constantly developing your transferable skills, otherwise known as soft skills, which are highly valued by employers. These include communication, teamwork, and problem solving, as well as knowledge of IT and the application of numbers. Apprenticeships are open to all ages from 16 upwards and cover many levels from level 2 right through to level 6 with high degree level apprenticeships. And we offer a whole range of different types of apprenticeships across a wide variety of sectors. This could be like construction sector, professional sectors such as accountancy, IT, or even looking into media apprenticeships. So a whole range of different types across a whole range of different sectors. And you will work with local and national employers and we have a live vacancy page offering year-round opportunities. So you need to check that out on our website. Okay,
right. Thanks very much, Gail. We couldn't see you throughout. I don't know whether there's a problem with your camera, whether it's turned off, but that's really helpful. And I know, Gail, you will be in the breakout session that's going to follow. Really important subject, apprenticeships. So it's great that we can offer those here at Coulsdon Sixth Form College as well. That's another aspect that you might want to consider for next September. Right, okay, now how do you apply? You've heard about all the exciting courses. There's certainly no end of choice, maybe too much choice, some might say, but this is where Janae and her team in the admissions department can help. So hi Janae, tell us what we do.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
So yeah, I'm Janae, and as Catherine said, we're now accepting applications for September, and you definitely want to get them in early because we have like huge amounts coming through. So after you've applied online on the college website, we'll invite you in for an interview. These will be running throughout the year. Last year we were doing it we would invite you in for an interview, but unfortunately this year it's looking like it'll be a virtual interview, which will either be through Zoom or over the phone. Here during your interview, you'll be able to speak with one of our teachers, talk about your course options and discuss your grades, your predicted grades, and see what courses would be best for you, be able to tailor pick your programme. And then so following your interview, should you receive a conditional offer, we will then send you more information about our welcome day, enrolment, and other events as well. So if you're doing a performing arts course, if you've applied for a performing arts course, for example, you'll be invited in, or I'm not too sure how it will work this year, but you might have to an audition. So that will be something that we'll communicate with you throughout the year. We'll be communicating with you about everything, and obviously you can contact us anytime after you've done your application if you have any questions, any queries. And also, as Catherine said, if you'd like to change your courses, you can do that if you just get in touch with us as well. I know your mind, will change throughout the year. So following your acceptance of an offer, we will then invite you in for enrolment. So that will be after you've received your GCSE results. And here's where you'll make the final choices on your courses based on the results that you've got. Because I understand that you may not have received the grades that you originally thought you would get. So here you might have to change the courses that you picked for to study with us, but we'll still make sure that you pick the courses that you're interested in.
Thanks, Janae. That's really good. I think the main message here is the application is now live online.
Yeah.
You can apply now. If you're having trouble filling in that application form, then you just need to email. We have a chat function as well on the website. You can just chat to somebody online, or you can send an email. You can pick up the phone, and the team are here to help you through those choices. And when you filled in your application form, you do not have to necessarily do the course that you've suggested on your application form. That would enable you then, as Janae says, to have an interview, to have a bigger conversation about what might suit you. And you're not committed to that until the enrolment stage, which is not until next summer. But what it does mean is that you can start that conversation, you can start on your journey with the Coulsdon Sixth Form College, and they will help you through the next 9 months to ensure that you end up in the right place doing the right course, and they'll be here to support you through that next 9 months. And it is a difficult time at the moment, and it's probably very difficult to think ahead to next September. So really the message is, get that application in. So thanks very much. If we can drop the PowerPoint just for a few moments. We do have some more questions that have come in, which I just quickly want to get to. Do students need to have triple science, need a specific grade to do an A-level science, or is it the same as students that do combined science? So that's a science question. Ashoka?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Yeah, do students that have taken triple science need a specific grade to do A-level science, or is it the same as students that do combined science?
Okay, so the full program, I think, as I understand the question, so we have students who are doing the full science program, which is equal to 3 A-levels, which needs a science grades as minimum of 4 4s, with English and maths being 4 4 as well, with 5 GCSEs above 4. Also, some students do one single applied science course, which is equal to 1 A-level with other sciences or maths as well, if that answers the question.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a few science questions that are coming in. So those people that are asking science questions, please join Ashoka and his team in the breakout session shortly.
Yes, yeah, we can have one-to-one chat, actually. Yeah.
This is quite detailed, and we can have a one-to-one chat. Is health and social care a tricky subject to take? That will be one for Jason, I believe.
Yes.
I'm sure you're going No, you're going to say it's not.
It's certainly not easy, because all of the BTECs now have an exam element, so I'm not going to say it's easy. But as I put in the chat, there's plenty of support from teachers and workshops and additional support students can get to help them through. So as long as students put the effort in, they will get the necessary support to help them through.
Right, okay. This is a good one. I'm going to ask this one to Vicky. Vicky, is school wear strict?
Not necessarily strict. We just ask for it to be appropriate.
Yeah, no, it's not like being at school. You haven't got to wear a uniform. So no, as long as you look good, that's the main thing. And is there an overall grade requirement for the college? Anyone on that one?
On a course that you want to do, really. If it's a level 2 course, there will be specific requirements. If it's a level 3 course, there will be specific requirements. Just like if there's a mix and match, there will be specific requirements. The best thing to do is to ask that question when you go into the breakout room with our tutors shortly.
Great, lovely. Okay, so that's a good point to move on to our breakout rooms. If we just go back to the PowerPoint, a few things to share with people that are watching. And if our heads of faculties, thank you so much for taking your time to answer these questions live. If I could ask you now to leave so that you can go into your breakout rooms. Whilst you will do that, I just want to remind you that you have all been sent an interactive brochure, and in that brochure you have this page, and these links will take you through to more videos from each of these departments. So you'll hear from all of the tutors about their specific subjects, and you'll also hear from head of faculties again. Next slide, please. We also have the prospectus, which is now available online to read. So you can click on your interactive brochure. That will take you through to the prospectus that will give you all the information about the different subjects, as well as more information about the college. And then finally, this is where you need to go next. So we've got meeting rooms, 7 meeting rooms in total, 1 meeting room for every one of those faculties that you've just heard from. And then, as you can see, under those main subjects, you've got the different course subjects, and there are tutors for those course subjects in those rooms. Finally, before we do that, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for watching, and hopefully you found this very, very helpful. And I'm going to leave you with a virtual tour of the campus so you can actually get a feel for exactly what the building and the facilities are like. So let's watch this for a few more minutes before we leave. Great. What an amazing building. Hopefully that's given you a feel for the building that we can't invite you into at the moment. But it is a great building. It's got great facilities. It's really well located, as you can see, lots of green open space. Now, this webinar is going to be live on the website, so you can watch it again. We also have another one starting in 45 minutes. And I'm inviting you all now to go into your breakout rooms. And then we will have further opportunities to meet with you, as you can see on the screen, at our up and coming open events in November. But for now, please refer to your interactive brochure that will tell you what your link is that you need to go on to join one of the breakout rooms. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. I hope you found that useful, and we will see you shortly in the breakout rooms. Thanks very much and goodbye.